When these children are going around and seeing these things, it look normal to them. It is being taught in American school that same-sex couples are normal. So children will grow up very impressionable and will want to say, I want to become a same-sex couple. We have to remember Sodom and Gomorrah and what happened there. And these countries are saying that they are Christian countries, and yet still they are practicing unchristian behavior. It is just not good for humanity. And if you put it at the worst case scenario, as I said earlier, if it is allowed to happen and it becomes so fashionable, then what you're going to find is that in 200 to 300 years time, the human being will go the way of the dinosaur, because there will be no more reproduction taking place. Man will be lying with man and will not be producing children. Woman will be lying with women and not producing children. And then when those generations die out, that's it. The human race
is extinct.
Cease to exist like the dinosaur. When a white-looking person in Jamaica can go into a bank and get a loan without any collaterals, and there are many instances to show that this has happened, into the tune of $22 million was loaned without capital to a brown-skinned Jamaican. No black Jamaican could go in and get a loan capital without any collaterals. Well, we're just looking at the whole conspiracy from the system, because we gather to have a rally in honor of the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, to free his name, exonerate him from those trumped up charges, and the other heroes that were also charged alongside. Now when we look at it, that today is the Heritage Day in honor of the heroes, and we are here in National Heroes Park gathering to honor the heroes and to bring dignity to them by removing the charges against them. Because what is in the records is that we have criminals as national hero, and we are saying we are here today to exonerate. We are leading the charge to have them exonerated, and we get so much resistance from the system. 5 different reasons why we can't have the march and the rally.
But one of the reasons they don't have enough manpower to supervise the session. How much police vehicles you have counted since we're here? Over an hour?
There's 4 police vehicles stationed here to stop us from having the rally. To stop us. So I want to understand, how can they have a shortage to protect us, but yet still they have 4 to stop us?
The Honorable RACY Matthew, a friend of mine, a humanitarian, a Garveyite, a philosopher, a Pan-Africanist, has come up with a concept so we can bring our young children to even further learn about the great one, the Honorable Marcus Garvey. Sunday with the Star, RACY, welcome. Sunday with the Star. What a big name you find this time.
Yes.
Oi go!
Well, Sunday is normally one of the laid back days, so we say Sunday must also be a day where we can teach.
Right.
Because you know we deal with edutainment. It is entertainment with education.
With education.
Edutainment, that is what we believe in. And the children then will say, we have to get to the next generation.
Yeah.
And what better way than to put it through music?
Through music,
yes.
Through music. Well, I've known RACY for quite a number of years, almost 20 years. And RACY has been doing this. He has been a vital role in most of our young school systems. Some of the schools that you're involved with are?
Central Branch All Age. We work a lot with them. I actually went to that school 55 years ago.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
So we know you start this Sunday, but you have been doing this before. This Sunday coming up, April 20th, is actually the official starting of what we call Sunday with the Stars. There's a special guest artist I'm going to bring this Sunday. I'm not even going to tell the Honorable RACY Matthew who that is, but it's going to be somebody special, male or female, that is going to turn up the place. And guess what? The children, mom and dad, I want you to bring your children out from as early as 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There'll be ice cream, there'll be face painting, there'll be educational pamphlets being issued by the Honorable RACY Matthew, so we can inculcate the greatness that the great Marcus Garvey has imparted to us as elders. We will impart it now to our children. April 20th race, you can't wait.
Powerful day, powerful day.
I noticed we have on the backdrop, because when we had this backdrop done by Biggie, RACY had to put, wanted to put in memory of Joe, which, as you can take a look at, let's take a walk over here, and you can see that it says in memory of Joe. Who is Joe? Jah over evil.
Joe is a great artist who, in a very young and tender age, he has passed on. He was a Garveyite. He believed in His Majesty, and he put on his locks at a very tender age. From birth.
From birth.
He has been wearing his locks.
Great, great.
His mother is the great dancer, Patsy Ricketts.
Oh, Patsy Ricketts.
Yes.
Wow.
So Joe did a number of very conscious songs. But one of the songs that he did that really rested with me was the song about no more bad man title. No more gunfighting, no more gunship.
Right,
and that song has really reverberated in my mind. So I said I would have to start this show in memory
of Joe,
because of the conscious lyrics that he always produced. Frank Garden is the Garveyite, the consummate Garveyite. And when I met Mr. Gordon down at the shrine of Marcus Garvey, he immediately became my teacher, and he would pass on as much information about Mr. Garvey and urged us never to give up the struggle, because half of the battle was won when we had emancipation of taking off the chains, but we now had to emancipate our minds. One God, one aim, one destiny. And it came to pass that the word of the Lord came to Athaliah, saying, blame not this man, Marcus Garvey, for I, the Lord God, have sent him to clear the minds of Ethiopia's generations. Verily, he shall straighten up upon the map of life. Therefore, Athaliah yielded him a copy of the map, and declared Marcus Garvey an apostle of the Lord God for the redemption of Ethiopia and her suffering posterities. And the word of the Lord came to Athaliah, saying, I am the Lord God of Ethiopia. 3 apostles of the 20th century have I sent forth unto Ethiopia's generations to administer the law and the gospel, which I have commanded for their salvation. Let not the hands of men ordain them, for I, the Lord, have anointed mine apostles, that they may ordain and give authority to ordain. And the shepherds spake with a loud voice, saying, Thou sun that shines upon the waters of the utmost world, that gives light to the earth, stand thou still over the mountains of Africa, and give light upon her righteous peoples. And it came to pass the following day, the Lord called Athaliah, and when Athaliah appeared before the Lord, the light of his eyes connected with the light that surrounded the divine personality. And there appeared a light much less in beauty. Straightway the whole celestial host shouted, and there appeared millions of angels dancing in the light, singing, Behold, behold, behold Ethiopia, the bride of the Master. Her day has come at last. The Lord has received her hand. Her night has forever passed. The Lord